All right, guys, we're going into it, starting out with some meme builds, because that's all he's done in the last few weeks. It's Psystorm Gaming Special. This is, of course, the semi-finals of the North American Weekly. He's proxying a Barracks into Double Gas up against Zest. Now, Zest is an absolute monster. He had some fantastic games in the Pigsty Festival last week as we cast this game, and he's just a beast. He's going to wall off that jumping ledge, which is a very good idea. It means the Reaper will have to go all the way around the front. Now, you can jump up and down here, but that's still a pretty limited area, right? Pretty easy for the Protoss to defend. There's no backdoor jumping path over there. And, oh, he's not planning to jump in. He's going factory. Oh, Special's going super all in. And you know what? Zest is not scouting. This could be very bad for Zest, because this is the sort of all in from Special that punishes someone who doesn't scout. He's going Marine. He's going to send the Marine home to deny probe and defend. And then he's going to go reacted factory, probably proxy a starport and try to maybe it could be like 2 Hellions poke the front and then he does like a 4 Widow Mine drop with an armory. It could be a 4 Hellion drop. There's a lot of things this could be, but they are all incredibly committed on one base. The command center for Special will be very late. Zest right now, he's going for an early Adept. He's going to go for a Stargate, which is actually pretty good against this if you can deal with the first wave. And that's always the thing that's very tight, because the starport is going to have a medevac out. You're going to have units flying to your base. Special's all inning? Guys, Special is all in. Oh my god. I knew Jays was going to say it's Jays. It's Jays. It's not Jay-Z. It's Jay-Z, mother trucker. You've been named by Twitch. This is like that thing, man. People are like, my name is this. And I'm like, oh, the more you insist, the more annoying I will be. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Jay-Z, but that is it. You've been named Jay-Z. You are now Jay-Z. It's like, it's Jay's Casts. I'm like, Jay-Z Casts. I know. I heard you the first time, dude. What are you talking about? Maybe if you wear on me for like 7 years, I'll start to like say it properly. But like, there's people who've been on my channel for 5 years, and I still just butcher their name. And the more they insist otherwise, even on a subconscious level, I cannot help but troll them. Anyways, you know who else likes trolling, guys? Special. He's got a Cyclone, a pack of Marines. If that Oracle dies, he's in big trouble. But you know what? The Oracle's going to be a little bit too late. The SCV will come out. Special's hiding this. Oh, if he gets... does he know the build? Oh, if Special gets the lock. Oh my god, the medevac's there. I don't think he gets it, though. Nah, it gets out of range. But it still takes a fair bit of damage, man. And the Oracle, will it try to fight these Marines? It's so weak, I don't think it can. It's got to go regen. It's going to go massacre his SCVs. The thing is, if it's not here, what can he really do, right? Adepts think about going on top. That pylon very exposed right now. If I was Special, I'd be wanting to take that out because he doesn't know the Stargate's powered off just yet. Void Ray is going to pop out in a moment, guys. There's a tank almost here. Cyclone and Marines can deal with it. Oracle says, hello, how do you like mining, mate? And Special's like, well, I mean, quite a lot, but how do you like not mining either, dickhead? 3 Adepts and a Void Ray. Oh, the Viking! He's gonna lose the Viking! Oh, that's so... Wait, is he? Wait, is he, though? Special. If he repairs that Viking, that's huge. The Oracle's out of energy. It killed 7 SCVs. It wasted a ton of mining time. But Special still got another Cyclone about to pop. 2 Cyclones and a Viking. That means the Void Ray will not have a lot of success here. He's knocked Zest back to 1 base, so he's already kind of done damage to which he can transition off, but not really, because his buildings are on the wrong side of the map. Keep that in mind. Oh, here comes the battery overcharge. The tank is up too close. He's too close. The battery overcharge is going to be super powerful here. And as the battery overcharge runs out, though, there is still a lot of Terran units left. And another Void Ray is going to pop. I think Zest holds. Oh, as I say that, oh my god, the lock-on! That Void Ray goes down so fast. The Void Rays are not focusing on the Cyclones. Oh, he gets it. Okay, he gets the second one, but he's lost all of his units. Does it matter if you lose all of your units and you're held there? Does it matter? Oracle is going to kill the rest of his economy. Oh, it turns on its laser beam, and that is a nightmare for Special. Especial equals ededial. I forgot the word for dead. Muertos? Is that it? Is it muertos? I feel like that's a word in Day of the Dead. One of the words. Could mean day, could mean a lot of things. I'm hoping it means dead. Either way, mi español es queso. I'm sorry, guys. I'll stop butchering your language. Special's going to try to rebuild. I mean, he killed the expansion. He's trying to build back up, probably just for another round of 1 base all in. Hey, he gets rid of the Oracle. That's a thing. He's probably mining a bit too much gas, but I don't know. With mules, maybe it's okay. He'll have 1 more mule. And then what does he build here? I think tanks is actually the right call. The Stargate's been repowered. So the problem is always going to be the Stalkers and their maneuverability. Cyclones kind of counter that though. Cyclones kind of with their lock on. So maybe you do. I mean, he's got 3 Cyclones, a Viking, a Medevac, 9 Marines. He's putting more Marines and tanks, just raw fighting units. That's going to try and expand. Special is going to come with round 2. He's bringing 3 SCVs for repair. Maybe also for a bunker potentially. But of course, Special is very broke. So we'll see exactly how it goes. And Stalker Viking moving forward in the bottom right side. Uh-oh. Tank. Special. Oh my god, he gets away with it. But these units are so far out. What the hell? Special panics and picks up his Cyclones. Oh no, big mistake. Okay, he does micro pretty well. He gets 2 Stalkers, but he loses a Cyclone for that. I think that was a panic move from Special. Maybe he was worried about them getting snapped. But it costs him a lot, and Cyclones, if they get some locks, that would be good, but the Marine's kind of blocking him there. Oh, 1 Void Ray. Looks like it will go down. Oh, that Void Ray is so weak. Another Void Ray does go down. Special, click it. And there we go. I think Special might be able to break through. He's got so little meat left, though. Stalker's a very maneuverable unit, but that tank, it's obviously a big problem. That tank is a huge problem. Now, his SCVs are back here. He's forgotten his SCVs. He's got to bring those to repair. He can repair up these Cyclones. This push looks a little bit better right now. But Special, he's in a bit of panic mode. He's going to pull back for a moment. Zest cancels his expansion, and this is good for Special. Now it's actually going to come down to units lost. So units lost, way worse for Zest. And remember, they're both just mining their main. A lot of probes all following each other in the main base for Zest as well. The Stargate's getting hit. And remember, as that Void Ray pops, Cyclone Viking could deal with that. He's going to try and harass with 2 Stalkers to get the rally. But, or even go for the wall off. I don't know, man. The thing is, Zest has no economy behind this, so there's suddenly no rush. Florencio, thank you for the raid, mate. Appreciate the love. Stargate there. Okay, Cyclone's going to try and pick off these Stalkers on that side. Ooh, what can he get? Okay, he gets 2 Stalkers there. These Stalkers going to pick off these units as they pop, but when the tank pops out, it'll deal with that. Oh, we let the Stargate live for now. Oh, he's going to send the tank to kill it, and then he's just going to leave. Oh, okay. Pull back, pull back. Stalkers do run away, and this still looks great because the units are just unupgraded gateway units. He's got unupgraded Zealots. He's trying to make a 4th gateway. Is Zest? He's like, I'm going to make a Robo now. We're going to make Robo units. And Special can just send his 2 Cyclones back to deal with these Stalkers. Just keep grouping up at the front, I think. Stalkers are going to hit his wall off and start breaking down depots. I think for Special, send the Cyclones to clean up. There is no rush. Special's going to ignore it for now. He's going to try and push in. Pushing into batteries is how you lose this game. If he pushes into the batteries, he loses this game. Here is okay. Here is okay. Any closer, and he loses this game. SCVs, go for the surround, guys. Drilly boys, assemble. And they will actually take down those Stalkers. A bit of skirmish goes up on the top side. Battery overcharge gets baited out, and he doesn't really kill anything for it. The SCV, 6 SCVs there for it. You know what? That's not too bad, guys. That is not too bad. The tanks go forward, but because battery overcharge is gone, I'm fine with it now. I wasn't fine with it before. That Cyclone's trapped. That's going to get caught by the Marines on the ramp. Zest is done. And Special continuing to pull out the beam builds. He's been doing it all week long, and he gets it with the classic 111 proxy. Anyways, guys, let's move on. It is Psystorm Gaming Special in the bottom right of map 2. He's got a doggo in the mineral line and a probe. The probe pushes the dog. Animal hater. Zest in the top left. He's going to go Cybercore before Nexus, but he has scouted this game and with good reason. And he will say, you cheeky bugger. You've got your barracks there. Hello, mate. But he does know it's double gas, so he knows there'll be a quick factory. Nexus does go down there. It's just... Oh, and he's going to block. That's the Reaper Ledge. So he blocks the Reaper Ledge with his second pylon. Interesting. So he blocks this Reaper Ledge. Is that blocked completely, guys? Does anyone know? Because this always looks like it's open just because of the circle. But I'm pretty sure that is like actually blocked. Because the Cybercore is actually kind of like this, essentially, guys. Or about that, essentially, right? So I think that's completely walled off. So I think the Reaper might be able to like jump up into this little nook, maybe this little nook, but it can't actually move past any of these buildings. So we'll kind of see what happens. Reaper is over there as well. It's going to come on in. Oh, okay, Reaper's getting hit. As long as you only take 1 hit, you can always escape. Because they guarantee a hit with the Shade. Well, if they click it on you. Zest there apparently misclicked the Zest. The Shade. Shade misclicked the Zest. Stargate's going to come on up. So, okay, so it's the 2 Reaper Hellion pressure into just Widowmine drop for special. This build, I always feel like is bad, but recently, Uthermal Special, Beyond Cure, all the guys I've seen doing it, they actually look really good. Speaking of which, we haven't seen as much Cure recently. Since he won his GSL, he's like, I don't need to farm every online tournament. Let's actually go win some big ones, hey. The Reaper Alien gets 1 probe. They want to get at least a few more, though. They don't want to just leave it at 1 or 2. Tries to jump. He gets out of there. Oh, no, he barely goes down. And only 2 probes end up falling, despite there being no shield battery. So I think this was a little sloppy for special. He does at least see there's a Stargate, which is nice. Gets a full scout. And there's no quick third or anything like that, so it's not the end of the world. Where are the Widow Mines, guys? We've got 1 out front, the natural. 1's going to go in the mineral line. There's nothing guarding the main base right now, so this is sloppy from special. He should have uprooted that Widow Mine, put it in the mineral line, and put the other one there as well. I mean, it might work, because obviously he's kind of afraid. Is Zest, like he's going to respect it. He gets 1, make it 2 SCVs, and does spot that Widow Mine. That one, because the Widow Mine doesn't have an SCV mining on top of it, it's very easy to see him. So I'm talking about, Oracle's having a field day. This is getting way too much damage. So if Zest just put the Widow Mines guarding each mineral line, he could have just kind of sat in those positions and defended. But he takes way too much damage. Now, oh, if he gets the Oracle, okay, Zest does overcommit and kind of, in my mind, I think screws up a little bit there. So we've got, the Oracle goes down, gets a bunch of units. What do we got up here? That's a, oh, he's going battle. Special just will not stop with the meme builds, guys. This is insane. This is insane. Ooh. Okay, Vikings going forward as well. We've got the 3rd Nexus there, another Nexus there. 3 Phoenix out, another one on the way. The Viking land is like, I guess this is kind of a foraging trip to see, or he assumes the Phoenix are moving out, and they are, but a quick response from Zest. He's gonna get 2 probes in mining time, so not bad. And does spot. Okay, yep. You are building Phoenix as expected. You're not just going straight into Blink after the Oracle, which is an option. So, you know, it's not bad as a scout. Now, remember, the Phoenix do not die from a Widow Mine. They almost die. They don't quite die. So flying over this Widow Mine won't be the worst thing for Zest. As boom, and he's like, ow. If you get hit by like 2 or 3 suddenly, they all start dying from the splash damage as well. But as it is, they only lose 5 hit points, the ones they get hit by the splash. And the main one does end up deep in the red, but it will regenerate. Cyclone and some Marines up there. We'll push this back. Now, does he see? Oh, he saw what looks like a Raven build. He might realize it's Battlecruiser just because who he's playing. And he's already going charge. Charge Zealots can just kill a Battlecruiser player pretty easily. Honestly, like, I have not seen Special make this build work as a macro Battlecruiser into mech build in a long time. He's just diving it. Oh, that's crazy. I guess Phoenix can't really chase it down, and there's no Stalkers. He gets 2 probes. Wow, wild commitment from Special. But he's got to run away because he knows there's 5 Phoenix, and he can kind of fight them as long as he's nowhere near a shield battery. He clicks on the red hit point 1. He gets 1. And Phoenix do so little damage. So for those who don't know, a Battlecruiser has base armor of 3. Phoenix do 5 damage attacks, plus 5 versus light. A Battlecruiser, of course, is not a light unit. It's an armored mechanical unit. So they don't get any bonus. So 2 times 5, that's 10 damage. Wait. Minus 3 because of the 3 armor. 2 times 2. So they're doing 4 damage a shot to a 550 hit point behemoth. So Behemoth? I always get confused about how to say that one. Anyways, only 1 Battlecruiser out. He's going to get Yamato, and he's going 2nd and 3rd factories, 3rd command centers. I mean, Special is preparing for a longer game. I do think he should wait for tack jump before he shows himself. Pick off a probe or 2, get out of there. There's Void Rays on the way. Now, Void Rays only have 250 combined hit points. Yamato does 240. So if you Yamato a Void Ray, it is like 1 or 2 shots from death. But if you don't get the finish on it and it regens its shields, it's kind of like, not the greatest. And Void Rays do awesome damage. Just gonna teleport home now. Okay, there we go. 5 more probes, teleports home. This is the sort of value Special regularly gets for the Battlecruiser. Now, don't get me wrong, I've seen his Battlecruiser opening work so many times for the harassment phase. I'm like, he's getting value. He's not losing Battlecruisers. The thing is, when he takes his 3rd base and the Protoss just throws Charge-Lots and Blink Stalkers at him, he almost always dies to that. And part of the reason is his tanks are never protected by walls or Hellbats. And they're always out in the middle between his natural and his 3rd, and they just get jumped on. And he might have some really frail depot wall out here, but I think what he really needs is like a depot wall here or something. I don't even know. Maybe put some tanks on the high ground, This map's actually awkward because the third base, that's the wrong third to take. He should be taking this third, and then he can wedge some tanks up there, and he can always like lift the third and run the SCVs back. But he's just going to die here as the Zealot Archon comes on in. Mech is really bad at defending Zealots, and the fast charge from Zest, I think, surprising special. He's like, wait, what? Oh, shit. And he's just teleported the battlecruiser, and he's killed a few probes, but I think he just dies because he doesn't have enough anti-air. Yamato's almost finished. The turret will help him. If he could repair. Maybe. Mass repair. The Drilly Boys. I mean, it's kind of all in from Zest, but Zest has so many Zealots. How do you ever clear these? Gets the Yamato, the Void Rays down. I mean, he'll eventually kill all these units, and he does have a battlecruiser on the other side of the map. That battlecruiser needs to keep going in deep, though. He needs to do more economic damage because Special is going to get ravaged while this happens, okay? He's getting ravaged, and this is where I feel like mass Widowmine, as stupid as it fucking sounds, because Blink Stalkers are causing problems. If his opponent isn't heavy on Blink Stalkers require tanks, but if they don't have lots of Blink Stalkers yet, I actually think you want to make like heavy Widowmines or something. Something that can stop a Zealot advance. You see, he's building them now, but it's hard for him to know ahead of time which way Zest was going to go. You see a Gateway Explosion, you don't know what's been upgraded on that Twilight Council until the Protoss shows, and just two Warpins of Zealots and Archons, and Zest here just doing massive damage. 55 SCVs falling. Special won't just give up. Tack jump now. He's left it too late. Oh, barely gets out of there. Okay, nicely done. So he's got 3 battle cruisers. He's actually lost 6,900 resources. 96 units, 6,900. Holy shit. What is this game? This game is going to end on 1420. I guarantee you right now, guys. Special's going to limp along, survive for a little bit longer. 14 minutes and 20 seconds is when he's going to get absolutely butchered. Oh, teleporting out of there. Battle cruisers do teleport home, but it's another big army coming forward. Blinker's not done yet. There's a lot of Stalkers and a Void Ray, and this time the Widowmines aren't very effective once Blinker's done, right? Even now, he could technically do some stuff. So he goes back into tanks and Hellions to try and buffer this. Special's going to try to pull back here. A Yamato on the Warp Prism would be amazing. They don't have Blink, so he could just Yamato Stalkers, but they're not the best target, are they? And he wants to Blink in the main. Special's already sieging a tank on his ramp, but that'll block him from rotating. Oh, he wants the Yamato so bad, man. Blink is not done. Yamato's a Void Ray, gets it to like 10 hit points. Not bad there. Definitely not the money just yet. I like this tank positioning. Yeah, he's trying to get these tanks forward, so they're kind of covering the low ground a little bit, but they're also covering the Blink in the main a little bit. Now, I think he doesn't have enough material to hang on. He's so outnumbered by the Blink Stalkers. And there we go. The Blink in the main. One tank falls. Another tank falls. And, I mean, he's doing a good job with the battlecruiser microing the low ground, so only some of the units can fight. But look at that. He just blinks on the low ground. He's like, if I kill these BCs, I win the game. And the mean build from Special. He's been doing it all the time over the last few months. Never seems to work versus these best Protoss players in the world in a tournament, though. Nice try, though. All right, guys. Sorry we're hopping into this game a little bit late. This is a live cast, of course. And I did have to drain the main vein. And look at that. Zest scouts the engineering bay block, gets it down, and kills the SCV. He's going to be able to get his Nexus up at a very normal time. Zest realizing Special is all shenanigans so far, and they are not working. Special, though. Oh, he's gonna Marine all in. He's gonna proxy barracks here. This seems like such a dangerous spot to do it. He's gonna go Marine SCV pull all in, guys. Special is gonna harness the power of memes. This is actually wild, dude. Zest, you know what? He's probably like, okay, yeah, I gotta worry about normally after that. It's a quick factory before expand. Could be a quick Hellion drop, maybe a quick mine drop. Zest's mind will be thinking about all those things.
Paused.
All right, we're unpaused. Zest is still not scouting. That we just had a quick pause there for Special, but Zest, he's like, hey, I defended the engineering bay block. Let's get the Stargate. I need Phoenix to shut down his silly drop shenanigans. Little does he know, it's literally 4 barracks Marine. He is going to get all in by about 10 Marines, probably about the 4-minute mark. There'll be about 10 Marines, and there'll be 4 more coming at a time behind it. I guess it'll probably be even more than that, more like 14. Actually, he's got to go real soon. Special's trying to lure the Adept. Oh, look at this. Special's pretending he wants to scout. So he's luring the Adept away. That stops it shading across the map. Oh, this is such a 300 IQ SCV. This Drilly Boy's like, oh no, please don't chase me, silly Adept. Oh no. Oh, this is going to allow him to get across the map unscouted with his first wave of Marines. But there's a Void Ray on the way. How does... Oh, Zest is playing very safe despite this. Builds a battery. And you know what? If he pulls Marines in front, gets a battery overcharge down, pulls the probe, sorry, and gets the battery overcharge, he'll be fine. There's enough energy for overcharge. He's got 2 Adepts there. Zest seems to sniff that something is wrong. I think he realizes that SCV was just a bit too sus. But that's a lot of SCVs. If he can click the battery, he's got to click the battery. Yeah, he clicks the battery with the Marines. Is it enough Marines to take down the Void Ray and the Adepts? The SCVs can do that. He's got to go for the Void Ray pretty soon, I think. He's trying to focus the Adepts down. Oh my god, he's killing everything. Yeah, now the Void Ray has to back out. That's it. That's it. Special's broken his back. He's going to take down that pylon, make sure there's no production on that. He'll go in the main. One Stargate is going to build another Void Ray. So he's going to have 2 Void Rays. If he can just depower that, there's no more production there. 19 Marines on the map. There's plenty of them walking into this base. No battery for you. He's going to go straight for the worker line. Says, screw the production. Let's just get on in there, man. Now, the SCVs running ahead is not even a big deal. He's got so many of them. And look at that. One Adept's going to warp in. That isn't going to change the fate of this battle. The SCVs are in such numbers. Oh, he tries to probe surround. He does probe surround very nicely. The Marines get surrounded. They get mauled by the probes. A 3rd Void Ray pops out. Zest with the incredible hold. And he's actually held on. Zest holds. He's still got 3 Void Rays up. Oh my god. And he keeps 5 probes versus 3 SCVs alive. One of these SCVs is on the wrong side of the map. There are mules dropping. But Zest still has money. Zest can rebuild like a bunch of probes. No! I can't believe he held with that micro! Oh, that's actually insane. That is actually wild. GG, well played. Ho-ho! An amazing hold from this guy in the last game. Loves walling off the Reaper points and very wise against Special, who loves those proxy Reapers. This is Zest. And in the top right, in the blue, it's Special. Okay, so I do think Special messed up his micro in that last fight. So remember, guys, the Void Rays and the probes are kind of pulling down here. And the Marines, he kept A-moving. And because of that, they kept stopping. The ones in the back were stopping to attack the Nexus and the gas. And the other ones were still running forward. And he kind of split his units around both sides of the Nexus. So I think Special needed to like do a lot more walking forward and target firing units. And who knows, maybe he should have just gone to depower the Stargate. If he stopped that extra Void Ray getting out, that could have been big. But when he did actually fight, it felt like he should have been using a bit more hold position. Now, why do you want to hold position? The reason is, if he A-moves, when those workers were mineral walking through his Marines, they're not counted as fighting units. So his Marines were trying to go after the Adept and the Void Rays. But then the probes surround them and actually do a lot of damage. Whereas if he just holds position, they just shoot whatever's in range of them, probes, whatever. And that Marine firepower really gets to work. So I do think that was a bit of a mistake there from Special in how he executed that. I think it was so narrow, but if he just kills 1 or 2 more probes or gets one of the Void Rays down, he might be able to win with the next wave of Marines because, you know, Zest couldn't really rebuild there. So a bit unfortunate. I'm not sure if any really high-level Terrans watching agree with that or not. I'd need to rewatch it to be sure. Like, I think this, but without having the replay to kind of like pause and rewind and check over and over, check all the little details to really break it down, you know, that's my first impression. There's always some person who's like, well, you're fucking wrong. I rewatched the VOD 7 times in a row and actually no. And it's like, yeah, that's fine. You could be right. Could be right, guy. Guy out there. It's cool. You guys also are intelligent humans with eyeballs and analytical abilities who can see things. So, you know, first impressions is basically what all live analysis is in StarCraft, especially when it comes down to micro and engagements. There's so many details. But interestingly, Special going back to what looks like it's a more normal style. However, second barracks is very quickly. So he's going to go into the Reaper. Isn't going to find anything here. It's just he wants to kill a probe because he knows the Reaper's dead. And he does get it. Nicely done. Sends that probe upside down. Ouchies. Now, it is Stargate one more time, so Zest really enjoying the Oracle play up against Special. I think Special will open Cyclone. Question is, does he get a 3rd barracks as well before Starport? Right, because this is kind of like, I was doing this this build earlier, where you just stay 2 gas forever. Yeah, it's definitely a Cyclone. Mule should drop in the main base, of course. Yeah, because he can't defend the natural right now. So he's just like, that's fine. start building SCVs, be a little oversaturated in the main, and the moment that Cyclone's out or these next couple of Marines, okay, cool, we can transfer workers, we can set our rally points down there, and this SCV is now safe. Oracle will pop out on the other side, but it's not followed by Phoenix, guys, this time, because it's a more normal game. Straight into Twilight. Very likely a Blink follow-up to this for Zest. Big thank you to Willie Nelson's headband for the 29 months. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate the love, mate. Hope you're not too sweaty there. I know how headbands can get. That Oracle, he knows he's going Oracle every game, but his Cyclone's being too greedy, dude. It's way out of position. Really greedy. I mean, Zest is not overthinking it. Special is trying to counter everything Zest is doing, and I feel like Zest is just kind of chilling and finding openings. He's like, I just fly to your main and turn on my laser beam. Special's like, I'm going to intercept you on the map. So Special's doing a lot of 300 IQ big brain Mimi stuff, but Zest is just playing a little bit more safe, standard, and solid with a super quick third base here after those 3 gateways. So as we said, Blink Stalkers will be coming in as the next step. There's a probe here. So I think Zest is already thinking about using the Oracle to spot the high ground and doing a 3-base Blink Stalker harassment, right? Maybe even warping in Stalkers on the front as a potential option. Now, Special's already pulling the boys, and this is a 2 barracks combat shields tank push. So he's going to go rallying tanks and Marines across the map. This can work. Problem. Oh, Oracle is the first problem, which gets a bunch of kills there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 kills, doesn't quite get the 5th, does run out of energy, but he knows the push is coming. He's like, oh, nothing is responding to this? Okay, you're coming to kill me. I gotta get out here and defend. Batteries coming up on the natural, no batteries on the 3rd, so I think Zest is happy to give up his 3rd if he has to. And the Warders do pretty good here. They actually do a lot of damage against the Stalkers, but there's no concussive, remember. Combat Shields does kick in. Tank gets the Stalker kill, not bad. He's gonna try and move forward his special, but he's gonna go for the natural. He realizes the 3rd is not a great target. It's not a great prize in this scenario. The Oracle has pulled back on the right side, so it's ready to come in, potentially to flank this army or something like that. Gateway already does go down. Another tank in a very good position. He's got to get rid of this battery because Blink Stalkers plus battery overcharge. It might be time for Zest to fight. You know, battery overcharge and just go out there and engage it. But 2 tanks, 3 Marauders, that many Marines, maybe a bit too much damage. Even battery overcharge struggles against such things. Stalkers blinking back, breaking the lock-ons. We've got some Stalkers behind. They pick off a Marine, make it 2 Marines, make it potentially 3, but they walk into tank fire. And the Void Ray flies over the army. A bit of a misrally there from Zest. Zest is trying to go, after losing those gateways, back up to 5 gateways. He's building a lot more gateways in the back of his natural, but this looks really good for Special so far. As he rejoins some units to reinforce, he's trying to keep hitting that Nexus. Stalker's trying to chip at him. Does he? Oh, Stalker's from behind. I think he's got to move the tanks forward. Honestly, a Special here. You don't want to abandon your bunkers, but I think you have to. Like, yeah, leave him there just as a back force, but he's got to get a tank up. Because right now, the Stalkers can just chip at these guys. And remember, they can't stim. They don't even have stim, but they don't have medevac. So even if they had stim, they wouldn't want to use it. He knows no charge or DTs can be added after this point. He scans that main. And look at this pylon. These gateways being built in the natural. A huge mistake for Zest. He's going to go around with a massive blink attack. And that could potentially work. Oh, he's going to get the tanks. He gets 1, he gets 2. But takes quite a few Stalker losses there. Ouchies, ouchies. And that means the rest of these units just waltz in. The tank bunker cleans it up. And Special, yet another hyper-aggressive build. And this time he does catch Zest out. Tying up the series 2-2. We're going to game 5. And we find ourselves here in game number 5. In the top left, Psystorm Gaming Special. He's proxied to barracks on the southern watchtower, which makes me think he's gone back to game 1, guys. I think he's doing a 1-1-1, all in, and he's going to try and push tanks forward into this area. Maybe even, initially starting here to kill the first gateway in the Cybercore from the low ground. Oh, okay, I think he realizes, wait, if you wall... Wait, what is this wall off? This wall off doesn't even block the ledge. The fuck? Zest's building placement a little odd here. I guess because that ledge you can kind of jump that way. Maybe you need to put the Stargate here to get a triple building. But if all his buildings are here, guys, then the tanks there are going to kill this. And he's already building the factory here. It's going to be a Marine goes home, then a reactor. Zest scouted this game, though. And Zest still goes a Nexus. Oh, I mean, that makes sense because there's so many different one-base variants, right? Just scouting. Now, the point is going to be when Zest, in about 20 seconds, looks at his probe and realizes there's no factory in his base. Look at, we're on Zest's camera, guys. When he looks back in a moment, he's going to realize, wait a second, you don't actually have a factory at home. Yeah, he realizes now. So what is the reaction? We're on Zest's camera. You know that's a proxy factory. Doesn't mean it's a tank build or a cyclone build. It could just be a Hellion drop, a one-base Widowmine drop, right? But these are all big dangers. Do you drop a second gateway? Go pure gateway unit. Do you go an early Robo? Or do you stick with the Stargate play? Now, it looks like no Stargate play. He's building more Stalkers, Warp Gate. I think he's going to go straight. And he builds a Sentry. He cancels a Stalker for a Sentry. That's not good. He wants to scout. That's not going to be useful against this, unless it is actually a Widowmine drop to start. Or one Widowmine at least to start. Interesting. And he's going 3-gate with no tech. That's genius from Zest, guys. So Zest here realizing Special has been all-inning him all series long, and he's like, yeah, we're not going to take any risks anymore. We're just going to go 3-gate, lots of units, and we're going to go out and intercept this push before it gets going. So the whole point is, if tanks get up and bunkers, unupgraded Zealot, Stalker, Adept, Sentry, it's going to do terribly, right? But if he can just get enough Stalkers to go out there and engage these unupgraded Marines and whatnot out of the map, that would be amazing for him. It's going to stop the non-existent tank push in its tracks. It's not going to be a tank. I thought he was just going to go 1 or 2 Widowmines, but he's not doing it, guys. He's actually going to do an armory. Now, he might follow up the invisible mine drop with a Thor or a tank push. It could very well be a Thor. He might build a tech lab here in just a second. I think, yeah, does he build a tech lab right now? Yeah, he's going to build a tech lab. It's either a Thor or a tank. He's got the Widowmine drop here. Hallucination will see it coming. I know exactly what it is. Oh, and Zest should just click it on that. Yeah, the Marines are going to push back the Hallucination. And the Marines are going to try to close that out. So the Hallucination isn't really going to be able to see everything. Now, where is that drop going to come from? He's going to go straight towards the natural, but he's used his boost really early on. And I think this is not a great move from Special. Robo is up. Observer's almost out. That's actually a cute Widowmine. He can't really move down his... He's going to use a Hallucination to deal with it. Oh, that's super cute. Oh, he's going to use Hallucinated Zealots. Zest using Hallucinated Zealots to clear Widowmines. But wait, he's getting cornered. He's getting cornered. Oh, but it doesn't matter. He gets out. And now the Observer's here. Wait, he moves too close and loses a Stalker. And Special gets one out. Special is now building tanks behind this. He's got a Liberator. It's going to go into the main. But the 3-gate production, look how many units Zest has. This is going to be a real uphill battle for Special to get back in this one. Special, be careful. Stalker still chasing him down. Liberator, though, he lured those Stalkers way out of position. Great pull by Zest. He's only going to lose one guy. He's going to click them all back on the gas. Oh, he clicks back on the minerals. Bad move. Yeah. It's going to take him a while to get back mining, and this means the tank's going to siege up. Oh, he's going to get... Oh, we don't mind that. Immortal is such a scary unit. He needs to build bunkers. Special's moving his Liberator around. He's trying to siege up, but oh, 2 Stalkers are under him. Does he fight the Stalkers or the Probes? He's going to try and fight the Stalkers, and he doesn't even kill any of them. Meanwhile, Widowmine goes down before it can fire. Oh, the tank's too far forward. Zest pounces. The battery has already done its magic. He does lose the Immortal, but the Marines are not doing too well. There's no tank behind him right now. There's another tank that's just popped out. It is not here just yet. And remember, he's got another Immortal and 3 gates about to pop. And remember, tank here position seems good until you remember that Immortals can get there and fuck you up. They can fuck you up, mate. It's a lot of Marines and a Viking. He's going to try and put the tank on the north side. He's thinking about, where do I siege that tank right now? He's like, I think I need to not siege it or it's too vulnerable. Okay, he's Special at this point. I think he's got to do a conservative siege. He's got to pull back. Yeah, nice siege. And the medevac was not there for the vision, so the tank could not fire. Tank will start shooting the Robo. Liberator is on the way. Lots more Marines as well. Now, that Marine count is very scary for Zest because they will clear Zealots very quickly. Unless he's got the battery overcharge doing a lot for him, it's going to be really hard. Now, Special has plenty of SCVs, right? Why did he build so many? Because he didn't have that much production, so we might as well build something. SCVs at least will tank. They've got as many hit points as a Marine. They don't do much damage, but they do at least tank for your army. Now, look at that. Battery overcharge is out. He's used that to keep his Robo alive. That means it's not going to be ready for the fight. And when this Liberator comes in as well, that will be fantastic. Where is said Liberator? Oh, it's right there. Sorry, guys. I'm blind. Oh, he loses 2 Marines for nothing. Another tank goes forward. If he can get that before the Warp Prism, it would be huge. If there's a Warp Prism, these Immortals will never die. And they will indeed never die, guys. That Warp Prism will survive. It gets out of there. The shield battery is using so much energy to keep it alive, though. That is a cost in of itself. He's looking to Immortal drop the tanks. Special realizes the threat. He's going to try to... Oh, he's trying to move. He's trying to move. Oh, but look at that. This is actually a good angle for Special. Even though the fight seems kind of weird and derpy, he's got another Liberator coming out. His tanks aren't sieged, which is a little shite. I think he's still got to siege at least one of these tanks. He's going to siege them both up there. The Marines and the Viking going to go after that drop. Oh, okay. This is a crazy move by Zest. He's going to try and move out there. And I think the Viking chasing is the right call. You know, leave the Immortals out there. They can intercept the rally, that's okay, but you can push on in at least a little bit here and cause trouble. The problem is, Observer's over the top. Observer is going to come in. The Immortals will come in from behind, guys. And look at the flank! Immortals in the rear, Zealots and Stalkers from the front. Zest is chest. Zest may very well indeed be best. And he is going to annihilate this push. Perfect play there by Zest to clean it up. GG, well played. A hectic 3-2 series. That was super sick.